Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to hear right now from one of the campaign spokespeople for President Trump. Okay, one of President Trump's campaign spokespeople. You're going to hear that. Oh my God, are you serious? What is going on? You're going to hear. So hopefully I'm back. Let me know if this let me know if this works. So I stopped the stream and then now it's back on. So let me know. All right, I'm back. Okay. You're going to hear from Trump's campaign team. The 2020 National Press Secretary, Kayleigh McEnany, not only her viewpoint on Clinton 2020, but they know. Thank you, Eric H526. Thank you. They know that this is all nonsense. So let's just, through the magic of YouTube, let's listen to this for a second. Okay, this is with Trish Regan. So we're just going to go, you're going to hear this right now, okay?
So could Hillary Clinton ever consider teaming up with Biden? I mean, it sounds like she wants back in Kayleigh. Oh, exactly. This is a woman who is so narcissistic that she truly believes in her heart of hearts that she won the 2016 election, that there is just no way that President Trump pulled off the electoral landslide that he did. Despite the Mueller reports showing that Russia collusion was always a hoax, you have Hillary Clinton who believes she won, and don't underestimate the scorned ego of a scorned politician like Hillary Clinton. She wants in.
Well, it's getting interesting. Kayleigh McEnany.
All right. Did everybody hear this? Okay? Did everybody hear this? Did everybody hear from Trump's campaign spokeswoman, the 2020 campaign spokeswoman, the 2020 National Press Secretary, the 2020 National Press Secretary, President Trump's re-election campaign press secretary, Kayleigh McEnany? They know. They know. Thank you, Troy. Clinton is back. She's back, baby. And they all know. So it's not a matter. The Bloomberg Clinton ticket. Okay, Michael Bloomberg has as much chance to become president as you do watching. There's zero chance Bloomberg becomes president. There's zero chance Biden becomes nominee. There's zero chance that Bloomberg or Bernie become nominee. The whole thing's a charade. There's zero chance that Warren or Mayor Pete or any of them become nominee. This is Hillary Clinton's. This is her nomination. That's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's all she wrote. This is her nomination. It's her party, and she'll become nominee when she wants to. It's like that song. It's her party. QB! Give yourself a hand, HA. Thank you. I'll pat myself on the back. Thank you, QB. Thank you, QB. Hope all is well. But let's listen to this again, okay? Let's listen to this again. Now, check this out. Trish Regan. Why is Trish Regan kind of slowly introducing the topic to viewers? It sounds like she wants back in. Oh my God, it sounds like she wants back in. It sounds like Madam Secretary wants back in. Wow. 100% she's running. She does not care what anyone thinks. And the notion that the Democratic Party would... First of all, Bernie Sanders supporters are going to vote for Clinton, most of them. They are not going to go Bernie or bust because they'll lose friends. They'll lose co-workers, family members, friends. They'll be ostracized. They're not going to do that. So, they're just not going to do that. O.J. Clinton! the best in America in one name. I don't know why you're acting like you were ahead of the curve on this Hillary news. I've never heard you mention it before today. Yes! O.J. Clinton, the best in America in one name. O.J. Clinton, that is awesome. O.J. Clinton, thank you so very, very much. Yes. Thank you for watching. I hope all is well. And O.J. Clinton, greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Let's listen to this again. I want everyone to hear this again. This is from Trump's 2020 National Press Secretary, Kayleigh McEnany, on a Bloomberg Clinton ticket. Okay, look. The Clinton being vice president, that was just to get Madam Secretary's name into the consciousness of the average Democrat. Again, see, this is like your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. You know, it was a tumultuous relationship, but they keep on sending text messages or calling, and you know, you broke up about a year ago or 6 months ago, but it's like, oh God, like honestly, like, you know, you broke up 3 months ago, but the ex keeps calling or texting, and it's like, oh my God, like, are we broken up? What's going on? What is this? Can't we move on? I need to start over. And that's Clinton is there. She's like, oh yeah, you know, Bloomberg might pick me for vice president. They would never let that happen. Do you understand? O.J. Clinton, thank you again. Coin Boy, thank you so much. So let's check this out again. This is, I know every time I say it, it's like the first time. This is Kayleigh McEnany, the 2020 National Press Secretary. If a schmuck like me knows what's going on, don't you think the Trump's campaign knows? Of course they know. You think they think that Bloomberg is going to be nominee? Do you think they think that Biden or Bernie? They know that Democrats, the biggest threat to Democrats is not Trump, it's Bernie Sanders. You think they would ever allow him to win? I learned the hard way. But here, love you the right way. Okay, listen.
Hillary Clinton ever considered teaming up with Biden? I mean, it sounds like she wants back in Kayleigh.
It sounds like she wants back in Trish Regan because she was never out. She was always in. She never stopped running. Never, ever stop running. Nobody's going to be, look, all this nonsense, like, oh my God, the party's going to shatter. It's going to fracture. Oh my God, people will be so upset. Oh my God, Hillsybub doesn't care. Do you understand? Hillsybub doesn't care. Not your problem. If I can throw a couple bucks for a song to it. Yes. So can I to AJ. Yes! Not your problem. Thank you so very much. Oh my God, between O.J. Clinton and Not Your Problem, this is starting out to be a pretty amazing night. Not your problem, yes. I might not be as awesome as the other person, but let me tell you, at least I know that Clinton's running. Thank you, Not Your Problem. Greatly appreciated. And that's one of the best messages I've ever heard in my life on this channel. Thank you. John Aspelin. Thank you, John Aspelin. Thank you, John. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, John. Greatly appreciated. John, Not Your Problem. O.J. Clinton, the best in America in one name. John Aspelin, thank you. Greatly appreciated. And let's listen to this again. Just because, basically for the next hour, you're going to have me talking about whatever, and then me replaying and saying the name Kayleigh McEnany, Trump's 2020 National Press Secretary, as if it's the first time that I've ever said it before. You know what I'm saying? So here, check it out. This is a couple hours ago. It's already at 20. This is a Fox Business. It's like an hour ago. It's already at 30,000 views. This is already at 30,000 views. Do you understand how much money everyone is going to make when Clinton comes in? Do you understand? It's going to be like cha-ching, and just like the slot machine with the just the coins like gushing out. Oh my God! Oh, Hillary's running from. Oh my God! Like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Oh my God! All right, let's listen to this again. They're going to worship her. It's going to be fantastic. I'm going to love every second of it.
She wants back in, Kaylee. Oh, exactly. This is a woman who is so narcissistic that she truly believes in her heart of hearts that she won the 2016 election, that there is just no way that President Trump pulled off the electoral landslide that he did. Despite the Mueller reports showing that Russia collusion was always a hoax, you have Hillary Clinton, who believes she won, and don't underestimate the scorned ego of a scorned politician like Hillary Clinton. She wants in.
Oh my God. No, thank you, Dell. Don't underestimate the ego. What have I been telling everyone? Okay, this is, by the way, Trump's National Press Secretary, Kayleigh McEnany. Wonderful, 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 wonderful woman. Says a Michael Bloomberg Hillary Clinton ticket would be a pathetic matchup. When Clinton, though, runs, see, I don't know why they're waiting so long. I think it's just because it's the Biden effect. They're waiting for, like, Biden today. Bloomberg was like, being a farmer is not that difficult. How does he has a New York accent? He has a very faint New York accent. When I started my business in New York, he has this faint, he has a very boring manner of speech. I'm the no drama. I can't do it. But here, it's like the notion here is the thing also. The notion that Madam Secretary wouldn't run is based on the belief that Democrats are rational. It's based on the belief that Democrats care about what would happen to their political party. Okay, they do not. They do not care about what would happen to their political party. They don't care. They do not care. Okay? There is no political party. It's a tent, a coalition, a conglomerate of people who can't stand one another. Okay, I used to be a Democrat my whole life. They don't care. So the notion that Clinton wouldn't run because she would lose to Trump, they're going to lose with Bloomberg. But Clinton would lose. They'll lose with Biden. But Clinton will lose. They'll lose with Mayor Pete. But Clinton will lose. They'll lose with Bernie. Bernie doesn't have the crossover appeal that he used to have. Tulsi Gabbard is on Fox News because conservatives, didn't Bannon say he would vote for Tulsi Gabbard, something like that? Conservatives are fine with Tulsi Gabbard, or at least her foreign policy, I should say. Her foreign policy. And exactly, Mary. Bloomberg just insulted farmers. Why would you do that? I mean, and then not only stop and frisk, but then he had something a horrible thing he stated. There's a video that surfaced. I don't want to get into it on YouTube, but there was a video that surfaced where he said something really horrible. All of these candidates have no chance. It's Hillary's party, and she'll run when she wants to. Run when she wants to. You would run too if it was your part. if it happened to you, and it was your political party. It's her party. She'll run when she wants to. Okay? And that's the thing. Here, Trish I haven't said this tonight. It's Kayleigh McEnany. This is the Trump 2020 National Press Secretary. Kayleigh McEnany. Wonderful, 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 wonderful woman. Wonderful woman. Check it out.
Could Hillary Clinton ever consider teaming up with Biden? I mean, it sounds like she wants back in Kayleigh.
That's because Trish Regan, wonderful Trish Regan, she does want back in. She does want back in because she's never not been in. She's always been there. Yeah.
Oh, exactly. This is a woman who is so narcissistic that she truly believes in her heart of hearts that she won the 2016 election, that there is just no way that President Trump pulled off the electoral landslide that he did. Despite the Mueller reports showing that Russia collusion was always a hoax, you have Hillary Clinton who believes she won, and don't underestimate the scorned ego of a scorned politician like Hillary Clinton. She wants in.
Nice. She wants in. Yeah. BC, I love Dale. Thank you so much. I love Black Conservative Patriot. Everyone subscribe to BCP. I think he's like 500,000 subs. He needs to get 1 million. Trump and Trump supporters need Black Conservative Patriot at 1 million, 2 million subs. And I say this not because I'm a big fan and he's awesome, but his work, we need. He needs to be at 1 million subs. Because of just the way he edits all of the news into one concise segment, you get this bird's eye view that shows the reality of what's going on. So Dale D, thank you. Yeah, and I thank Black Conservative Patriot. So this is just, why do you think that Bloomberg is doing this? Okay, so hold on one second. Let's listen to Bloomberg. And what he said about farmers. Okay? Okay, Bloomberg, farmers. All right, so when you look at... okay, hold on one second, let me guess. All right, so here's the clip. Hold on.
Even people in this room, so no, anybody, even people in this room, so no offense intended, to be a farmer. It's a process. You dig a hole, you put a seed in, you put dirt on top, add water, up comes the corn.
Okay, so you made billions. How? A Bloomberg terminal. You find out what the stock price was that day or what its fundamentals were. Back in the 80s and 90s, you could just go ahead, read this information in a newspaper, the Wall Street Journal, but you know what? You decided to put it on a terminal and you became a billionaire. Big deal. Okay, so you know what? Facebook, you basically a platform of MySpace, and you get bankrolled and you start a Facebook, and you know what? It's a glorified MySpace. Okay, good. You can, you know what? Twitter, it's like Reddit, but, you can actually argue with everyone on the planet except aside from just, the different forums. And it's basically a glorified message board. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So anything could be mitigated. Anything could be mitigated to, and denigrated. Bloomberg became a billionaire because of Wall Street and because he was the first to provide a service to Wall Street, okay? A technological service, big deal. Farming is a lot more than just putting a seed in the ground and letting it grow, okay? Just like, what he did was a little bit more than just have a terminal with stock prices you could have read in the Wall Street Journal. You can break down any achievement as saying, well, it's not that big of a deal, whatever. In terms of society, who do you think, if farmers don't exist, we all starve. If Bloomberg never started a company, any one of the tech giants would have started that company. AC, Sanders Government 2020, used to be cool, HRC. Well, Sanders well, I say this with all due respect. Sanders would never pick Gabbard because Madam Secretary wouldn't allow him to, and they'll never let Bernie win. But AC, thank you. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so very, very, very much. They're cheating Bernie, and they'll just develop another app by Clinton campaign officials will develop an app, and they'll read the delegates, and they'll all go to Clinton at the end. But listen to Bloomberg. This is how you sabotage your own campaign, right here.
Then we had 300. You could learn that. Then
you could learn that? No, you couldn't just learn that. If you put Bloomberg on a farm, he would starve. If you put Bloomberg on a farm, gave him seeds and farm equipment and he would starve. So no, you couldn't just learn that.
You have 300 years of the Industrial Society.
300 years of the Industrial Society.
You put the piece of metal on the lathe, you turn the crank in the direction of the arrow, and you have a job. And we created a lot of jobs. 1.98% of the world worked in agriculture. Today, it's 2% in the United States. Now comes the information economy. And the information economy is...
Information economy. Oh, wow, it's so important. It provides such tangible wealth. Not...
fundamentally different because it's built around replacing people with technology.
Okay.
And the skill sets that you have to learn are how to think and analyze.
No, not really. How to think and analyze? No. You just have to come up with a great idea or whatever. You just have to build upon an existing idea, make it a little bit different. So before Snapchat, there was something else. Before WhatsApp, there was something else that was similar. Before the iPhone, there were other cell phones that were similar, but iPhone did a little bit more. Then you could just look at Microsoft was built off of Apple. You could just look at any Bloomberg. This is one of the reasons he'll never win, because and Democrats they think too highly of themselves. This is another reason why they'll never win another presidential election until they become more cognizant of how despised they are.
And that is a whole degree level different. You have to have a different skill set. You have to have a lot more gray matter.
No, you don't. Gray matter. Yeah. Okay. What happened to the gray matter in 08 and 09 when all these wonderful people who were so skilled with such wide variety of skill sets and so knowledgeable and so intelligent and so educated, they almost tanked the global economy into a global, not just recession, could have been an actual depression around the world. They were so intelligent, weren't they? Yeah, I'll take the farmers over them. If you put Bloomberg on a farm, he would die of, God forbid, he would perish of starvation. Bloomberg wouldn't know what to do on a farm. Even if he had a handbook or a manual or, if you told him what to do, he probably wouldn't know what to do. He wouldn't even know how to run a tractor. If you just put him in a tractor, he wouldn't know how to run it. Okay? And so you're looking at a situation where you have people who are such narcissists that they think that they're better. They truly think that they're smarter and more intelligent. Here's another example. They pushed another Cold War with Russia, all because they lost the election. The biggest threat the world faces is not climate change. It's the possibility of a nuclear confrontation between countries that have those weapons. That's the biggest. Even the brilliant scholars who Stephen Hawking, okay, and Noam Chomsky, the big climate change. Yeah, they said climate change is a big threat. That was second to climate change was second. Nuclear confrontation and fallout was first. Okay? So, also, there's another factor at play here. I keep saying this. When Clinton runs or becomes nominee, every network, everyone on the planet is going to tune in to MSNBC and CNN and Fox. Okay? Everyone on the planet is going to read the New York Times, the Washington Post. Everyone on the planet is going to try to watch The View and Howard Stern and get Robert De Niro's take on things and get Hollywood's take on things. And they're going to say, we have another chance for a woman to win again. Let's not mess this up. If you don't vote, you might not like Clinton's personality, but everything that you've heard about Madam Secretary, everything you've heard about Beelzebub or Hillzebub has been wrong. All that fake and phony, all those news stories that weren't accurate. The Clinton Foundation has been exonerated. Clinton has been exonerated for her emails and servers. That she did nothing wrong. And we know that Trump worked with Russia somehow, some way. You're not going to pass up this second opportunity. You spent 3 years. Do you want more tweets from Trump? Do you want to actually lose friends and family? They won't speak to you if you say you're not voting for Clinton? Of course not. Do you know how easy it's going to be to trample and steamroll and obliterate any resistance? Talk about resistance. Clinton will chop up Bernie's movement like a hot knife through butter. And it'll be easy. Because the second anyone says Bernie or bust, they'll be excommunicated from their Facebook groups or whatever. That's it. It's not, that's why I say, please hurry it up. None of this talk, this nonsense about Bloomberg's vice president. Bloomberg could spend all $50 billion of his dollars tomorrow on every single wall or side of a building or they could have commercials every day for the rest of the year saying Bloomberg's the best, vote for Bloomberg. He would lose in a monumental landslide. I'm talking a monumental landslide. Okay? Like, you would have places like Colorado and Michigan that Democrats have a very good chance in who wouldn't vote for Bloomberg. All right? So you're talking about an actual landslide, like an electoral landslide. So there you go. It's not that difficult. Madge Mac, Hilsey Bub will levitate. The movie will begin. Madge Mac, thank you. Thank you, Madge Mac. Let's listen to, this is a really, really wonderful Trump 2020 press secretary. She's awesome. I know I haven't. It's Kayleigh McEnany. She's absolutely fantastic. Check her out. She's right here. Hold on one second. Yes.
Could Hillary Clinton ever consider teaming up with Biden? I mean, it sounds like she wants back in Kayleigh.
Trish Regan. It's February 17th, 2020. And Hillary not only wants back in, she was always in. Because she's going to be nominee. Everything's a charade. the most fixed, rigged boxing match is more realistic. You could go ahead and turn on Rocky. You could put a DVD in or a VHS of Rocky 4. Drago has a better chance of defeating Rocky than anyone else defeating Clinton. Clinton will be a nominee. But check it out.
Oh, exactly. This is a woman who is so narcissistic that she truly believes in her heart of hearts that she won the 2016 election, that there is just no way that President Trump pulled off the electoral landslide that he did. Despite the Mueller reports showing that Russia collusion was always a hoax, you have Hillary Clinton, who believes she won, and don't underestimate the scorned ego of a scorned politician like Hillary Clinton. She wants in.
Well, it's getting interesting. Katie McEnany, thank you so much.
And he's Trish Regan's fantastic, but don't you love like the people on? It's getting interesting. Yeah, it's getting interesting. Yeah. Think about it. Are you going to tune in to a Trump Bloomberg debate? Maybe. Are you going to tune in to a Trump Bloomberg debate? Yes or no? You know what? I would. If you miss it, you miss it. You know that Trump would win. Even though you know the New York Times would be like, Bloomberg won. Oh, my God. Nobody was... Are you going to tune into a lot of people would tune into Bernie Sanders versus Trump, but Bernie would never... They'll never allow Bernie to win. Are you going to would you tune into a Madam Secretary Hillary Clinton versus Donald J. Trump? Of course you would. Of course you would. Of course you would. My audio off? How's the audio? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear the audio. There's like a delay here. Anyway, I believe the audio's on. So, oh, thank you, Eric H526. So basically, this is the first time here. This is Kayleigh McEnany. This is Kayleigh McEnany talking about Clinton 2020. So check it out.
So could Hillary Clinton ever consider teaming up with Biden? I mean, it sounds like she wants back in Kayleigh. Oh, exactly. This is a woman who is so narcissistic that she truly believes in her heart of hearts that she won the 2016 election, that there is just no way that President Trump pulled off the electoral landslide that he did. Despite the Mueller reports showing that Russia collusion was always a hoax, you have Hillary Clinton, who believes she won, and don't underestimate the scorned ego of a scorned politician like Hillary Clinton. She wants in.
Well, it's getting interesting. Katie McEnany, thank you so much.
So yes, the mic is working. Yes. And Hillsybub is just waiting. Ex-Jet Tech, no. Bernie supporters will vote Clinton. 90+%. Or they risk becoming me, and because if you're not voting Democrat, you're voting Trump. Even if you sit it out, you're still helping President Trump. And that's fine. You should be able to do that. Democrats are they run like a cult. You should be able to do that. You know. You should be able to vote for, or not vote. You know. The issue is not about, they try to paint Trump into this, despot, this kind of, Rasputin-type figure. Nobody is voting for President Trump. Well, I like his personality for the most part, but people aren't voting for Trump because of They vote for President Trump because of a great economy, because he's going up against corrupt intelligence officials. They vote for President Trump because he wants to bring home Americans. He removed Americans from a hotspot in a region we should never have been in. He wants to reverse 16 years of failed foreign policy. He's the first president to step foot in North Korea and begin détente between North and South Korea. People vote for President Trump because his track record is very good. They don't vote for Trump because they're like, it's part of some kind of cult. People vote Democrat because they're like, they have to abide by a certain mindset. So, let's for example, it would behoove Bernie Sanders supporters to have stated in 2016, like I did, we will not vote Democrat if you cheat Bernie Sanders. That will not happen. If you cheat Bernie Sanders, we will not vote Democrat. That would have behooved them. They can't do that. Similarly, if Republicans cheated Trump voters would have said no. Trump voters are not aligned necessarily to the Republican Party. If the Republican Party, for example, cheated Trump, his voters the majority of his voters wouldn't have voted, or I should say a much greater percentage than Bernie voters. They would not have voted for the Republican that cheated Trump. It's not the same for Democrats. Clinton can cheat Bernie Sanders, and Clinton can demand instant loyalty, and Bernie Sanders voters will then vote for the people who cheat them. So I mean that's the thing. I mean the thing is, you have a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where you're looking at basically what amounts to a cult. It is a cult, Thank you, Juan Sun Long. Thank you. Democrats generally have no free will. Whether you're an anarchist or a Rose Twitter or I'm with her, whatever, or if you're the Max Boot, Bill Kristol type of Republican, the never Trumper, you're voting because you're going to be labeled and marginalized and ostracized if you don't vote Democrat. That's why, like, when if you type in my name, you'll get like a bunch of hit pieces, because they can't stand anyone that thinks differently. They can't stand. It drives them manic. It drives them completely rabid and manic that anyone would think differently from them, especially somebody who used to share a lot of their value system, because they can't fathom that anyone would want to vote for Trump, even though there's record low unemployment, record low Black and Latino unemployment, 6 million people, 6 million jobs created, 5 million people lifted out of poverty. All of these statistics, stock market up, household median income up. So anyway, let's listen to this again. This is the 2020 National Press Secretary, Kayleigh McEnany. This is not H.A. Badman. This is Kayleigh McEnany, okay? And Trish Regan, and they're talking about Clinton running again. Yeah, it's not just me for 3 years. Suddenly, people are saying, could it be? Could it be? But I don't understand. I don't get the could it be part. Like, everyone, well, why not? Just because it would be the end of the Democratic Party? She doesn't care. They don't care either, by the way. She'll run in 2024 also. Who cares? You know, it takes 2 seconds for their minds to be programmed into this is the best thing ever. And then when Clinton loses, Clinton runs, they'll say, what? Oh my God. And then they'll be programmed. This is the best thing ever. It's better than Trump. And then when she loses again, it'll be, oh my God, it was space aliens that they altered. Oh my God. And then it'll be the same thing over again for 3 years, 4 years. And then they'll vote for Clinton again in 2024 because then she could actually win. I mean, she's not going to defeat Trump, but her chance is 2024. She'll be 3-time lose a presidential race 3 times in a row, but gutsy woman, who cares? But check it out.
So could Hillary Clinton ever consider teaming up with Biden? I mean, it sounds like she wants back in Kayleigh. Oh, exactly. This is a woman who is so narcissistic that she truly believes in her heart of hearts that she won the 2016 election, that there is just no way that President Trump pulled off the electoral landslide that he did.
Dr. Max, which Republican should run in 2024 to match Trump? You know, I would say, like, I mean, Donald Trump Jr. The only reason I'm saying that Donald Trump Jr. is because the Trump name, the Trump brand, Democrats cannot defeat. They just can't. They're powerless. But aside, you know, Republican, I mean, I don't know. It would have to be somebody. It could never be. It can't be a never Trumper. So Dr. Max, it couldn't be somebody like Romney, even though Romney wants to run again. So let's listen to this again.
Could Hillary Clinton ever consider teaming up with Biden? I mean, it sounds like she wants back in Kayleigh. Oh, exactly. This is a woman who is so narcissistic that she truly believes in her heart of hearts that she won the 2016 election, that there is just no way that President Trump pulled off the electoral landslide that he did. Despite the Mueller reports showing that Russia collusion was always a hoax, you have Hillary Clinton who believes she won, and don't underestimate the scorned ego of a scorned politician like Hillary Clinton. She wants in.
Well, it's getting interesting. Kayleigh McEnany, thank you so much. Good to see you.
I love when these the commentators. It's getting interesting. Yeah, the whole thing's rigged. It was interesting from the very beginning. This is predetermined. I mean, like, the Democratic Party doesn't work by chance. You know, Attorney General Loretta Lynch didn't accidentally meet with Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton wanted to meet with Attorney General Loretta Lynch because Hilsey was meeting with Strzok. That's it. They didn't accidentally use a dossier. It wasn't raw intelligence. Clinton didn't use the server for convenience. The whole thing's, you know, then they say, oh my God, people believe Trump. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, so let's see. This is now at, let's see, what is this at now? Let's see. 34,000 views in 6 hours. So, I mean, well, it's Fox Business. They have 871,000 subs. But people definitely want... This is doing better than any of their segments. Because people are petrified and they're fascinated. Think about it. Why would Clinton not run? She is the Democratic Party. She's the only person who can unite all the different factions that can't stand one another. Joseph Yates. I think that Vince's twin was the inflatable autopilot in Airplane. Yes. Yes, Joseph Yates. Yes. I like it. I like it. Thank you, Joseph Yates. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph Yates. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, let's look at what else is going on. Joseph Yates, thank you so very much. Thank you so very, very much. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. So, type in Trump. Oh, wow. So, Bernie responds to Bloomberg criticism with photo of former mayor golfing with Trump. That's hilarious. So, he's fighting back. It's true. Oh, wow. The funny thing is, though, this is 151,000 likes on Twitter, but Twitter doesn't. You know who had a lot of Facebook likes? Who ran against Andrew Cuomo? Okay, hold on. What's her name? Cynthia Nixon. Okay, so Cynthia Nixon, she got like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of retweets. Hundreds of thousands of retweets. So there's a limit to Senator Sanders building a multiracial, multi-ethnic, multi-generational movement for justice. Yeah, they'll be cheated. So this is the Sanders camp. We recognize that our opponents in the establishment would like to perpetuate a false myth to discount the breadth and diversity of our supporters. They don't care, though. Sanders campaign deputy director of communications Sarah Ford said in a statement to The Hill. They don't care, though. So I used to be the Bernie Sanders supporter that was like, well, you know, the will of the people, you know, the momentum is with Bernie Sanders, and he would have won. He would have won the presidency in 2016 had they not cheated him. And he would have won the primary had they not cheated him. But see, they don't want to win with Bernie. They'd rather lose with Clinton again than win with Bernie. Say it 1,000 times. They would rather lose with Clinton than win with Bernie. They would rather lose with Clinton than win with Bernie. Okay? They would much rather roll the dice with Hillsybub. Much rather. Much rather. Okay? Then they're like the Democrats, they've lost their marbles completely. Like, if Trump refuses to leave the White House, like, why would they assume that Trump wants to stay and be, like, you know, just assaulted by media every single day? So they can set him up and frame him again? This is kind of hilarious. Like, Trump's not going to leave the White House. I actually know people, really smart people, great people, who are like, Trump's not going to leave the White House. Like, why? He's losing money. Why do you think that he wants to stay? I don't get that. Why would he want to stay in the White House? Somebody explain that. Why would he want to stay in the White House? Why? Does it make any sense at all? It just doesn't make any sense at all. Trump is actually, because of the record low black and Latino unemployment, because of being the first president to step foot in North Korea and begin détente between North and South Korea, because he wants to reverse 16 years of failed foreign policy, he's a heroic figure. Going up against Comey, Strzok, McCabe, Clapper, Brennan. Could you imagine if these people went after Clinton in the way they went after Trump? My God. The vitriol that the left would just vent and spew at them. Unbelievable. Exactly. They swept Uranium One, that whole thing under the rug also. Ladies and gentlemen, you look at President Trump and you just, all the people who think they're the smartest adults in the room, they have the most intelligence, they're the most educated, they're the, cream of the crop, and they're so elite and wonderful. Trump just defeats them, just completely obliterates everything that they claim to stand for. I don't want to sneeze. Let's listen to this again. Oh, okay, wait. Let's listen to this again. Okay, hold on one second. All right, let's listen to this again. Where is this? Here is the actual link. So let me just give you this link right here. The link is right here. So this is the link to it. You can hear Trish Regan and a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful spokesperson for... All right, so here.
So could Hillary Clinton ever consider teaming up with Biden? I mean, it sounds like she wants back in Kaylee. Oh, exactly. This is a woman who is so narcissistic that she truly believes in her heart of hearts that she won the 2016 election, that there is just no way that President Trump pulled off the electoral landslide that he did. Despite the Mueller reports showing that Russia collusion was always a hoax, you have Hillary Clinton who believes she won, and don't underestimate the scorned ego of a scorned politician like Hillary Clinton. She wants in.
Well, it's getting interesting. King McEnany, thank you so much. Good to see you tonight.
I just don't get this whole nonsense. There has to be a path for her. Like Bannon said, there has to be a path. There's no path that she needs. No path. Oh, there has to be a path. She just has to play her cards right. There has to be a path. Well, there's no path. She's a Sherman tank running against Priuses. Okay? She's got a giant machete. And, everything else, the little shrubs. Just, there's no need for a path. She's a semi-truck. And, against Priuses. There's no path needed. A tank, you could just, whatever. Any analogy you want. Any metaphor, whatever. You don't need a path. She's just waiting until people are so sick and tired of watching the current Democratic field. Catalina Magoo! Catalina Magoo, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very, very, very much. To my super chat, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless. Thank you so much. Expect a live stream every evening from 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. I'll start the live stream or within that window. So just keep checking the channel along those timelines, that time frame. And ladies and gentlemen, you are all wonderful. Thank you so very, very much. To my super chat, thank you very much. You give me every incentive to rock these live streams. Thanks, everybody.